Once again, welcome all to this interesting free live masterclass on finding the target audience for your business and brands. Right? So, if you're having a brand or you're working with a brand, you start created content, right? Ma'am, I'm just creating content in Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and also even in Twitter, I'm just posting in threads or tweets. But it is going to the general audience. Okay. So just think of this Diwali season or Pongal season. Whenever you just get the newspaper, what are the extra things you would see it in the newspapers? Extra things. Just go back to like 1990s, 2000s. So go back to this festival season. When you just collect the newspaper on Diwali day or some puja holidays or Christmas, New Year, what are the extra things you would get along with the newspaper? Yes, you won't get extra anything. So you guys are getting newspapers, right? Still, you guys are interested to read news only through newspapers? Very good. Pamphlets, very good, Ganesh. Leaflets, very good. Okay. Now, in the leaflets or pamphlets, what it would be, either it would be from a clothing brand, correct, or electronics appliance shop, or some what do you say, yeah, from restaurant or catering business, okay, etc, etc, etc. Okay, it would be from baby brands also. See, baby brands are for whom? So for the young moms, right? For like the moms who have just got discharged from the hospital, they want some clothing, right? So but you guys are getting it. So how relevant it is? These pamphlets, these leaflets, these brochures are belonging to a category of traditional marketing. Do you guys agree? Everyone are the audience for this, correct? They sell it in the pamphlets. You can see it in the hoardings. Whenever you travel in the highways, you can just put, you can see this marketing strategies or like banners. You can see it in the hoardings, right? It is for the entire general audience, correct? Nowadays in movies also, only very few movies comes for the general audience or the family audience. Otherwise, it comes into any of the category. It can be like romance, thriller, fantasy, science fiction. Okay. So people will have a thought, okay, this belongs to a science fiction. So these are the set of target audience. Only very few movies comes for the entire general audience where you could see like everything. Like it's kind of a masala movies, right? But will it work in case of digital marketing if you're selling a product? Just like that, you are sitting in front of the camera. We are selling a digital marketing course. Okay. You guys are coming, even the general audience would come who are into like software, who are into like entirely different vertical and domains. Will it useful for them? Just like that, they will just look at our content, they will just skip it and they will leave it. Okay. In Instagram, that is okay. But if you're running ads, okay, each and every click actually matters. I'm going to show one of my ads, like how much I got leads for which particular amount. That was my very first meta ad. So you guys know what is the meaning of meta ad, right? I've taken actually a screenshot of my very first ad. Always this very first things will be very special, right? I thought I would be getting no leads, but I got 25 leads. I won't say the amount, you can see the screenshots. Okay, so we'll go through the class. Finally, I'll just showcase why that ad extremely did well. Okay, because that was my very first meta ad. It was my assignment when I took a digital marketing course. It was my assignment. After looking at my assignment, my mentor told Shalini, like you have to certainly become a meta ad specialist. But like I chose SEO and content, that is kind of a different story because my passion and interest is towards content and SEO. Okay. But after looking at my assignment and how I just got the leads for a certain amount, he was like astonished. Like, are you just running it for the first time? Yes, sir. And he asked me to give all the screenshots, just put a document so that it will be very useful for you. Okay. The one thing which I did was because it's like at the age of like 30 plus, I'm doing learning very new things where in my batch, 18 years, 19 years students are there who who does know very well more than me, especially in the case of the digital marketing. What mainly I focused on is the only one thing, that is the target audience. Only I researched mainly on the target audience. Even my Canva poster was looking very, very ordinary. Okay. Looking at that ad creative, people did not click. But I just reached to the particular audience. I never reached to the general audience. Okay. How did I do it? That is what we're going to discuss in this particular session. Can we start the activity? Yes. So you guys are like, yes, ma'am. Super. Like, let us do. It is not kind of like Shalini ma'am alone going to talk. You guys should be very active in it. Correct? Yes, Manas. Very good. Anjali, super Anjali. Venkata, super. Shivabalu, very good. Okay. Now, I'll share the screen. You guys can hear me. My voice is audible and you guys can see my screen. Yes? Put a thumbs up or something so that I can just move over. Thank you. Okay. Let us start with the very first. See, it is a very simple session only. You guys gonna learn key important metric after this. Okay. Who are your ideal customers? Okay. See, you're selling a service or you're selling a product. In this entire world, there are only two things are there that we can sell it. Either you should be selling a physical product or you should be selling a service like digital marketing services or like cleaning services, something. In case of products, you have all these e-commerce products from personal care, from tech gadgets, everything would be there, comes under the product category. Whatever may be your business, who is your ideal customer? That you call it as a target audience. So what is the definition of target audience? If I'm selling this particular mobile, who is the ideal customer who can buy it? See, who just look at my profile, just go through the reel, just do a hand clap. Okay, the reel is very good. I'm just going to the next one. No. Or else I'm not a person. Okay. I'll just go to this website. Like I have worked with this brand. Okay. So I'm just showing this because like 2 to 3 brands I've worked in this particular category. Okay. I'm not interested in buying this, but still I just go. It's already a sponsored one. Can you see? They are running ads. What I do is I just blah, blah, blah. I just go. Okay. I just go through it. I just come back. What is the use? Yeah. No use. This particular brand is whenever you guys are clicking, this particular brand is providing some amount to the Google, right? Okay. So this particular advertisement should be shown to a certain sector of audience. Correct. See, Google ads, people will come and search in the search engine. But what about the meta ads? Meta ads. Okay. Just open your Facebook account. Okay, just open your Facebook account. What kind of ads are you seeing? What kind of ads are you seeing? Can I just note in the chat? Let me just go. I don't know which Facebook account I have. It's my personal account. You have this cosmetic. Okay, the one is like, this is, okay, a banking related ad is there. Okay. Okay, this is related to email marketing. Sponsored ad, I can see it. Something related to ads. Okay, everything is related to some digital marketing or something very personal related to banking services I was searching. Okay. How are you getting this ads? Just think now. Sometimes it is very hard, yeah. Okay, sometimes we are searching. Okay. So based on our search history, interest, behavior, like our social media is getting the data and it's showcasing the ads. But I have this, I don't know, it is kind of deja vu or not. Okay. Sometimes I would just think of that particular product, but I'm just getting it in a feed. Like, do you guys experience such type of things? I have just think. I was not even typing, I was not even searching for that particular product, but I was just thinking about, like, can I just go to Amazon? Can I just get that particular product? But I'm just seeing it shockingly in the feed. Like, is anyone frequent search? Have you anyone like faced such things? Like sometimes I was like, what? Like, how did this particular social media platform knows like what I'm thinking? Correct. I would have done some relevant searches, not the exact one, but still it is showing me what I'm thinking. Yeah. You okay, it can hear Shivapala, it can hear. Okay. So how all these comes? You have to actually target your ideal customer. Okay. If you're working for a certain brand, okay. But if I discuss with some others, you're getting to know it. Okay. Either you are a business owner or you're working with a client. Ma, how should I just figure out my target audience? Because simply you're running the ads. Okay. Mine is a childcare product. I'm just running all the women with like 20 to 35. No, it is very, very bad. Sorry, guys. Okay. Or like a tech a tech related, like I am not a tech related person itself. If I am just getting to see the ad, that means they are just knocking the very wrong door. So how to figure out the target audience? Let us see the activity. Okay, the next is, the first step is you have to know the demographics of the audience. What do you mean by demographic? Age, gender, location, income, education, and occupation. Okay, so these things comes under the demographic of the audience. Whenever you sit with the client, okay, open a Google sheet like this. I'll just show you in a very practical manner, which I used to do with my clients when I was doing freelancing. Okay. Um, so I open my content marketing sheet. Okay. Can you see the demographics over here? So I usually have this template with me. Okay. The age group, the location, gender, lifestyle, marital status, relationship, parenting, job title, company they are working for, mobile phones they use, years of experience they carry, everything. Okay. So can we just work for a particular brand right now? Because I'll show you a very simple example. A fitness app is targeting young professional, that is 25 to 35 years of old, in urban areas with high disposable income. Okay. So if you come into the category of 25 to 35 years, if you're ready to invest in a fitness app, okay, so that particular app will be targeting with the age range of 10 years. Okay, 25 to 35, you should belong to the metro cities, because fitness apps are really very costly. Yeah. The monthly subscription would be like 10 to 15,000. The basic plan I'm saying, where the nutritionist will be providing the daily. Okay, this is the daily recipe. You have to just have it. This is how you have to track the weight here and there. Okay, who are the persons can afford this particular plan? Okay, so this I have been working for this initially. So I just gave this particular example. Now you guys have to give me all the details, like what is the age of the audience, gender, location, income, etc., etc. So what particular brand do you guys want to work for? Let me go to the chat. If I just see the first comment, you guys gonna work the demography for that particular product or service. Okay, I'll help you anyway. So just think of any particular business. It give me like, no, it is very generic. Yeah, see, here I have just seen a fitness app. Give me something very specific. No, still more. It shouldn't be in one or two words. You guys should be very specific. Okay, I'll give it. I'll give only for the very first time. For next 3 activities, you guys have to give it to me, okay? This is for oversized t-shirt for women. Okay. Now, you guys, because I am a brand who is selling oversized t-shirt with hoodie. The brand owner is coming to you. Okay. 33 students are right now in this particular session. You're going to create a audience perspective right now. Who will be their target audience? Just imagine and you write it. But still, we can ask ChatGPT. Don't worry. First, write on from your brain. Your brain is the most intelligent thing. Then you can go to ChatGPT or any other AI tools. Just think and write it. Age. What is the age range? Gender, location, income, education, occupation, family status, everything you have to write it. I am the e-commerce brand owner who is selling oversized t-shirt with hoodie for women. Start your demographic sheet. First think and write it, then we can ask ChatGPT, okay? Thirty-five to 60, how come like people are like okay at that particular age to wear a hoodie type of oversized t-shirts? Is the fashion like which audience are like most relevantly happening? Don't give me only age. You have to give it. Open an Excel sheet like this. Okay. I'll go. Okay, this is my task sheets for today. I'll go here. Like you will find I'll be working on too many multi-activity things like this age. So you just go gender. You have to give me the content like this. Okay. Oversized t-shirt. Very good, Sophia. Fashionable lifestyle. Okay. That is related to their interest. Okay. Still, I need more relevant things for only demographic like age, gender, location, their income status. Okay, Parvati is giving me some data. Very good. Okay, yoga and health conscious people. Okay. Yes, so you should be knowing the income status, right? Okay, fashionable. Very good. What about the marital status here? Vani Bala, okay. Say 18 to 45 is really huge. Based on my experience, I would say it's better not more than 9 years. Age range would be good. When I just see my mentors who are just working in the agencies also, they would always prefer less than 10 years. It should be 18 to 27 or 19 to 28, something like that. It should never touch the 10 plus. Okay. Shivabalu, not 20 to 40. This is really good. Like mostly unmarried, they would just likely to go. Very good. 1.2 lakhs. It's like not normal t-shirts, it's like oversized t-shirts with hoodie. Correct? Just think of that particular pattern very clearly. Let us ask ChatGPT also. Or I'll just go with Gemini. Or okay. Let me see if I have any prompts. I used to have so many prompts for getting the target audience. Okay, this is a 2-line prompt. I have for LinkedIn. So whenever I'm just taking classes, I would just allow to give away this prompts. Yeah, don't worry. Okay, this is for commercial based photographer. Okay, we will just change it. Fine. T-shirt for girls. Okay. Okay, so location, income. This it's just providing so many middle class to upper middle class. They are ready to pay. Can you see with disposable income for clothing purchases? Okay, that means online clothing shopping, they should be doing it a lot. Okay. And urban and suburban areas, preference for all Western fashion. See, I'm certainly, if it is showing to me, I wouldn't buy. I'm not a person who buys certain things. Like I am always okay with like salwars or something like that. Okay. So if the ad is showing to me, it is totally irrelevant. I'm not going to buy it, obviously. See here, their preference is for the people who are interested in Western fashion. Okay. So you can see the entire like ideas over here. It is giving me so many things. Do you guys want this prompt? I can give it to you. You can check it for any of your audience. You just take 2 minutes of your time. Okay. Just check it for any of your audience. Okay. So please put your demography after using this prompt, how precisely it is. Let me just know. Use this prompt. Also, you can edit it, like give me the target audience, especially demographic. You can just add that particular point. You can insert that particular point. Because for the other factors, I have so many activities. Okay. You just give me only for demographics. That is more than enough. Use it for your brand and just show it to me. Only 1 more minute. Who is your target audience? Just age. It should start with age, income status, everything. So finally here, the fifth point, right? We will create a buyer persona and I'll show you my Google, Meta Ads target audience, which I just focused on a particular set of audience. Okay. Make it fast. 1 more minute. So you guys need time, so that can I just go for the next in case if you guys need time, let me know it in the chat. Okay. 35, 45. Pro pros, okay. But what is their education, something like that should be given, right? If it is related to some software, their income and educational background is very, very essential. Okay. Very good one, Bala. Okay. So the others can take time. I would just give time because the prompt is already given. No need to worry. Okay. You can take time and do it. The next, psychographics. What do you mean by that? Their lifestyle, interest, values, personality traits, motivation, attitudes. It's nothing but, okay. Weekend is coming. So what you guys want to do? Either you do just online shopping or you just go to the store, do window shopping, or you just go take your mobile. You just do all the relevant searches. Correct? So, or you just post something in the social media. Based on everything, it is analyzing your psychography. Okay. Can you see the example over here? A luxury car brand targeting the individuals who value status, okay, exclusivity and performance. Because a luxury car brand is obviously, it starts from like 1 crore plus, okay, or like 50 lakhs plus, okay. Who should be their target audience? Simply the age should be like 20, 30, that and all, it's okay. Above that, the sector of audience should be just thinking of their personal branding, status. Like if he is a business person who's expanding the outlets, okay, he just want to showcase to the public that he's really doing good in his business. Like he just serves only the elite clients, okay. There the status comes to that particular point of buying a 50 lakhs car, okay. Currently you're seeing all these influencers, right? The lifestyle influencer, the tech gadget influencer, all the serial artists rather than the movie artists. I could see many serial artists are just getting their high, what do you say, high model cars. What they are just showcasing it over here, they just showcasing their status over here. So these are the target audience of the luxury car brand. Now you guys have to just give me the target audience of so you guys gonna give me example, or shall I give the example for this? For the last demographics, I gave the example. For the psychographic behavior, like what kind of persons, like attitude this person will be having. So do you guys want to give an example for this? Please, so you don't have any examples, like we can work on it. Any business. First one is like a product-based business. Models. Like I need this business related, yeah, something. A Parvati, okay. If you just give me a business, okay, a car showroom owner or a bike showroom owner, you have to sit and do the activity of psychographic. If Shalini is a owner of what do you say, a car showroom, okay, who will be my target audience? You are working with me. I am the owner of a car showroom, something like very good brands like Hyundai, Kia, and all there. Na, I am the owner of that particular showroom. The new year is there, Pongal is there, the festival seasons are coming. I have to sell more cars. So, how should I get the target audience? The first way is through demographics. I can sort it out. The next way is through psychographics. Okay. For that, give me an example of a business so that we can work on the psychographics. It's kind of advanced level of content marketing. Okay. I think, okay, sometimes it is confusing, but it's like, okay, whenever you start doing the activity, you will get it. Okay, startup bonus. For which startup? Hmm. Okay, I'm just giving it. The first one is coding edtech owner. Okay. Now you have to analyze who are my target audience. Who are my target audience based on psychographics. Leave this demographic here, leave the age, gender. Okay. I want to sell my coding course. How can I analyze my audience based on their interest, lifestyle, their motivation, something like that? How can I get my audience? To whom should I sell my coding courses? This coding courses is for school students, okay, above age 8. So it is for 8 to 14. Because at the age of 15 years now, they would be writing their board exams. These students won't come and just read the coding, right? So my target is like 8 to 14 years. But I'm not getting the psychographics. I can't target all the parents who are having the children between 8 to 14 years, correct? So there are like crores and crores of parents are there who are having their child of age 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But I should be targeting only a particular sector of parents. How should I do it? You can do it using psychographics. You can do it using psychographics. Okay, these are like very new term to you all. No, yeah, job searching, Shafia, you're selling a course. What do you think of like coding course? The coding course is like, I have been a coding educator also. I could say yearly parents has to spend around like 75,000. Parents has to be spending 75,000 for coding class alone, apart from their term fees, etc., etc. Correct? So, who is my target audience? What kind of parents are eligible to pay such a big amount? Very good. Like tech people. If I'm a software engineer, okay, I'm a software engineer only. I have been working for around only 4 years as a software engineer. I would really love to put my kids inside coding so that they could also become like if they are starting coding at a very initial age, now they could create app. Right? App is like very nowadays many school students are creating apps, yeah. Whatever may be, okay, whatever solutions they want to provide, apps, website development, right? Every student is creating because the parents are always they want the children should be like them, like software person, like a tech enthusiast. What about the others? Others. Shivabalu, your children want to become coder. Yeah, but what about the financial status of the parents? Shivabalu, it's very good if children, but my kids are totally not like that. Okay. Even I was working as a coding educator. I have never taught a single coding class to my kids. Okay. They are totally not interested. But sometimes students are interested, but parents are ready to pay. That is a big question. Nah? You shouldn't be thinking in the point of students. You have to think in point of a edtech owner so that I can sell the course to a particular parent. So how their lifestyle should be, where these parents are living, whether the parents are living in suburban, metro cities or the Taiwan cities. So where these parents are staying, because I know I got many of the students from one particular city. If I say itself, you will get to know. Many of my students were one just belong to that one particular city. Yeah. Any guesses? Wild guesses? Suburban Taiwan cities were more than 12 lakh. It's like Satish Kumar, they were from Bangalore, obviously. At the time, I was staying in Pune. Okay, when I was teaching coding, I was there in Pune. Like, I have been to many cities because of my transferable job of my husband. So, when I was in Pune, I was a coding educator. Mainly the students were from Bangalore only. Like, I'm not saying it just like I have to give the data. No, I was seriously astonished to see, like, how come many Bengaluru. Now you guys will say, nah, it's not Bangalore, it is Bengaluru. Students used to say, Mom, I'm from Bengaluru. How come, yeah? Because their parents are obviously, they are into IT, they are into IT or like startups. Correct? And also, you can see the parents who wants to maintain the status, okay, they will just come under the category of upper middle class. Correct. See, demographic, you can get it mostly from the chat GPT itself. But this is very important. Whenever you're running ads for your client, each and every target audience, you will be losing like irrelevant target audience. You will be losing money. That is why you have to mainly sit and work on the target audience when it comes to Instagram ad or the Facebook ads. Whereas in case of SEO on content, it is much relevant only with the keywords. But when it comes to running the ads, you have to mainly focus on only target audience. Okay. So you can see it right now. You're getting like somehow you're getting into this aspect. This is obviously an advanced topic. But are you guys getting at least something from this session? Like how to just calculate the demographic, how to calculate the psychographics? At least something. Like I understand these topics, like we don't teach in case of the beginner level sessions or something like that. Okay. Because I will make them do a draft version. I will ask them to run an ad, the draft version, to find out like how much the ad will cost. Okay. Coming to the last two, behavioral factors. First is demographic, keep it in mind. Second is psychographics. And the third is behavioral facts. Their purchase history, okay, their browsing behavior, online activity, social media engagement, and consumer habits. Ma'am, how can I know it, ma'am? You don't worry. In Meta, okay, when you're running ads, you will be having an option called as audience. Correct? There you can find all these options. If I'm a restaurant owner, I will be targeting who are local influencers or local foodies, okay, of this particular city. I can target like that. People who have ordered more through Zomato or Swiggy. Okay, people who have searched for like food after 8 p.m. Okay, these are my targets. Correct. You don't have to actually buy heart everything, but you should be knowing what is demographics, psychographics, and behavioral facts. If you're attending a digital marketing interview, especially for social media marketing, these are the relevant questions you will be getting it. Okay, that too in case of an executive level of positions, these questions are must. People will be asking, what do you mean by this behavioral activity? How you can get the target audience from there? So it is based on their purchase history. So I go to a particular e-commerce brand. I just purchase like some sweets and savories. Okay. After purchasing the sweets and savories, all the ads that are related to sweets and savories will be shown in my Instagram feed or in my Facebook feed. Why? Because of my purchase history or some of my browsing behavior or something like that. Okay. Even the social media engagement, you like go to a particular profile, you see their reels often. Okay. You comment, especially I just do it for the clothing. Okay. People who will be selling many like saris, kurtis or something like that. I'll just go there. I'll just put it like price please or like I need this based on the engagement. What do you mean by engagement? Comments, DM, messenger, or you call it as an engagement. Okay. So based on your engagement itself, your feed will be filled with so many ads. Like it will get the data here. Okay. All your Meta is collecting the data of your total interest and behavior online. Correct. Whenever you're running the ad, make sure you just collect the proper format. Correct. Now, an online retailer, okay, he's analyzing the customer purchase data to identify the popular product categories. If I'm an e-commerce brand owner, I'm selling like 20 products. But looking at my dashboard and analytics, I can easily figure out which is the most sellable product, which is topping it. Okay. And I would just recommend them often. I used to buy this ABC malt, okay, from one particular e-commerce brand, right? Whenever I just search like it is showing this ad. Either in Google also, it is just showing me this ad. In the social media also, this ABC malt is keep on just coming and asking me like, you can save so and so. Okay. So that is how even the e-commerce business owner, if your client is e-commerce business owner, you can say to them based on the relevant thing. Okay. People are purchasing this particular suite. Okay. So better you run an ad for it so that you will get 2x to 3x amount of income only through this particular relevant category. You shouldn't be running ad for the entire website. If you're thinking, ma'am, the festivals are coming, my client wants to sell the like toys, okay, wooden toys. You shouldn't be running the ad like you just give the website URL. Very, very wrong, yeah. You should be picking out the particular category which is very popular. Okay, which is very popular. You should drive the audience over there. From there, people will just navigate and buy it. But don't just drop them inside a homepage or landing page, which is very, very boring. Giving too many options will divert the audience. Always you guys would be thinking, okay, like too many options, now people would buy any. No. If it is a masala movie, okay, if it is really very good, people will come. But if you just say, "Na, this is what is this? Have you ever watched this horror movie series like Conjuring? Oh, I'm not getting the other series. Yeah, like, okay, in Tamil, we have this Aranmani series. I don't know in Telugu or Hindi. Like, okay, in Hindi, you have this Bhool. What is this? Bhool Pulaya. Okay, I don't know in Telugu what you guys like. Series of movies are coming, right? One, two, three, four. That particular movie got very hit, so they just want to recreate using that particular movie. They are not concentrating on like let me just go to the romance, let me just go to the action thriller. No, the particular director wants to pull the audience with one popular category. This is how you call it as a performance marketing. Correct. So there are. So who wants to say something to me? Kanchana. Okay, it's Kanchana series. But like, is there any Telugu audience over here? Obviously, right? So like, what is the series you guys are like likely to watch? I just saw one. I don't know. There are two movies are there of Priya Mani. Like she would be doing some detective kind of work now. I just watched it in OTT. Yeah. I don't know. Like it's the series was really good. Okay. See, whenever one particular category becomes popular, always stick to that particular category. Correct. Then you can just sell according to that. Okay. So, what are the three important things in case of the target audience? It is demographics, psychographics, and behavioral. What is the last thing is nothing but I want to show you my meta ads. This is 1 minute. I'll see where I've just kept my meta ads. Mm, I don't know where is my Facebook assignment. Sorry. 1 minute. I'll just stop the screen share. Yeah. Okay. I'll just. Um, can I show it live inside my Meta Business Suite? Is this okay? I have like so many sheets. Is it like okay? Like I'll just go to into my Meta Business Suite. I'll just show, but entire data won't be there. But how many amount I have spent? That is like okay now. I think I have so many pages here. Okay. For each time, I would teach students with, I'll create a page on how to run ads. So I usually do it. See, can you see? It is 0 likes, 0 followers. Okay. Just created a Facebook page. I posted one particular post alone. Then we'll go to this Meta Business Suite. Okay. I'll just go to, it's been a long time here. I'm not into ads actually. Okay, but still, I know an intermediate level. Okay, this and all for students I've done. I think this blogging course or I think this is the one. Okay, blogging pro online batch. It's been like long back I've run this ad. Okay, can you see like 2020, like first time I was doing the assignment at that time. Okay, my blogging course was 5,000 rupees. Okay. One course is equal to 5,000 rupees. Like how many leads did I get it? 25 leads. I just got the enquiry based on this particular page. Nothing I did here. No one, like 1 minute. Can you see this page? Not even nothing was there. This is the blogging group. Okay. I have just posted as one single particular post on like blogging tips. That's it. But how did I pull out 25 leads? I was running a lead generation ad. For one particular lead, I'm just spending 28 rupees only. Only 28 rupees has been spent for getting only one lead. Do you think it is really profitable? Yes, according to me, yes. What is your opinion? So I just want to show you the ad also. 1 minute. I had it somewhere. I have so many things here for the students now. For each batch, I have data here and there. It would be. So, like, if I'll just try to give it to you in the next class at least. Okay. I'll search again. Facebook. I found it. Okay. This was my ad creator. Can you see? The Blogging Pro is my Facebook page name, right? I have mentioned it over here. Okay. So this is my ad creator because it was a dummy ad. I was not teaching any blogging course. Okay. But I have just kept all the details. So what you guys will get, especially the offer price, enroll now, some contact number I have just given. I have created one square kind of ad and one vertical ad. Using a simple Canva design. I haven't put my photo on top. Can you see who are my target audience? Very easy. Like I have taken demography, interest, behavior. So nowadays people are saying interest is nothing but psychographic. That's it. The word has changed. Like demography, psychographic, and behavioral. Can you see? That's it, yeah. Very simple. These things and all, I will get it in the options when I'm running the meta ads. So if you want to teach meta ads, like let me plan one more session, but I'm not the correct person. I'll ask Hemant sir to teach it, obviously. Okay. So I know an intermediate level of running the ads. Correct. So this is this is my customer avatar. Okay. Can you see all the demographic? At the time, I don't know, the age range should be like above 10 and all. At the time, I just put it as 18 to 35. I focused only on Tamil Nadu, even though it is an English online blogging course. This is what? Okay, occupation. People who are interested in content writing, copywriting to earn passive income. So this is my target audience, especially this actually worked well and you can see it over here. Correct? The leads over here. I was having the data, but still I didn't do anything. I was not running a course just for my knowledge of how to run the ads based on especially the target audience. Because in Facebook ads, if you just target irrelevant audience, that means you are wasting the money. Okay, the client will be asking, Shalini, I have spent 1,000 rupees for one day. What is my return on investment? It should be at least 1,200 or 1,300, yeah. The ROI should be at least to some extent like 10%. If you're just targeting the entire audience, now people will just click. What is this? Yeah, I don't want to learn any digital marketing course or the blogging course. They will just go out. But for each and every click now, we are spending like hundreds and thousands. That is why when you're running a social media marketing ad, target audience are pretty very important. Okay. Apart from that, everything is easy only. Creating this and all Canva, like you can just do it like 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. I just took this 3-color format over here and I just did it. That's it. It just hardly took me like 5 to 10 minutes. But this target audience gave me a 25 leads, which is like worth of like thousands and thousands. Correct? So make sure you guys concentrate on target audience. Even if you're creating content, ma'am, I'm not a person who's running ads, don't worry. Okay. If you're creating content, if you're a beauty influencer, okay, you have this curly hairs. So what you have to do is your target audience is only curly hair person because you're giving tips and tricks. Correct. Your target audience is only curly hairs within like 20 to 29 years. That's it. Don't create this general advice and all. So use that, use this. No. Your target audience is only curly hairs. You have to create content for only them. If you do, you will reach that height. Otherwise, you will become one among lakhs and lakhs of content creators, influencers who are there in the town. Okay. Get to know your target audience, create content if you're a content creator, influencer. Or if you are an SEO person or a blogger, just write articles only for them. Okay. If you are into running ads, then in the meta ads, just select only that particular target audience. It does not like, ma'am, many options are available. Okay. It's like many options are available. You can't do it. Like, guys, which screen was not visible yet? Just now I'm just looking at the messages. My Meta Business Suite was visible or my document was not visible? Which screen was not visible, yeah? Word document or my ad screen? You could see, okay. Like, should I show it again? I can do it. Ad screen was not visible. For everyone, ad screen was not visible. Okay, 1 minute, yeah. I'll share the entire screen now. Now is it visible? Okay, yes. Can I just get it in the chat? It's like visible now. Okay, thank you. Can you see this Word document? I'll just show it again. This is the ad creative. Is it visible? The ad creative is visible. Okay, well and good. Sorry, yaar. See, I was in a very great flow. I didn't see the message. I'm really sorry. And here, and this is my, when I was doing the assignment, I was noting like what is the target audience I was mentioning. People who are interested to learn blogging or someone into content writing or content specialist. Okay, their behavioral is like digital presence, demography. At the time, I just selected India. I was running like 1 to 2 hours, A to B testing. Okay. So this, I think for this ad only, I just got many leads. Okay. So if you are into Meta, you would get to know, but it's also for content also, you can just select with your target audience because I'm writing blogs, right? I know who's my target audience and I write only for them, not for the entire sector people. Okay. Yes. So how was the session? I know this is a pretty out of box kind of session because we are selecting one particular narrow topic. Okay. This comes under all the categories like when you're learning meta ads also you'll be learning the target audience, content marketing target audience, SEO target audience and all categories it would be coming. But this is a kind of a narrow kind of approach where you have to work and see. If I'm just teaching, that means, okay, you attended the session, you got 100% knowledge. No. When you start working, you will get to know. Because at that time, 2023, even I was learning, right? That was my first assignment. I used to note down each and everything. Okay. That was really, really great. Okay.